Hello, and welcome to the Find Your Oasis Library. This library teaches you how to transform your chaos into clarity by finding your own unique inner oasis. If this video resonates with you, please give it a like, subscribe, and check out my website linked in the video caption to explore Oasis State offerings. Let's begin. Hey gorgeous soul, I wanted to share how I started connecting with the idea of holistic intelligence, because I believe that sharing my story will help you sort of reflect upon your own journey of how you got to be here. And I think it's quite healing, because in my own journey, before I completely understood what holistic intelligence was and started actively implementing it into my life, I would beat myself up a lot, and I would walk around in this perpetual cycle of trying to fix myself and having these horrible internal dialogues thinking, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? And it wasn't until I started understanding exactly what holistic intelligence is that I started to soothe, like those stories started to soothe a little bit, and I realized there's not actually anything wrong with me. I was only accessing a tiny part of what's available to us, and that was a really cool moment. So I started my personal evolutionary journey, my expansion journey, whatever label you want to put on it, maybe like consciously, probably about a decade ago, but I've always just been very naturally drawn to understanding myself and how I'm interacting with life. But when I started consciously going on this journey was about a decade ago, and I dove into this world through a mindset development mentorship program, and I spent a shitload of money to join the mentorship. And of course, because it's mindset development, we were focusing on subconscious reprogramming and understanding our mindset and the power of our thoughts. And I'm in the mentorship program thinking, this is the coolest thing ever. What do you mean my thoughts create my reality? But it was a bit of a double-edged sword, because we were focusing on only one of the intelligences that are available to us. And you've probably experienced this as well. As I was focusing on my mental intelligence, which is your mindset development, the other three intelligences, which are all very interlinked, started to have symptoms of expansion and shifts and change and imbalances. And at the time, I didn't understand what was going on. So I'm shifting my subconscious programming, which is very powerful and potent work. But because I was only in a mindset development program, I wasn't offered any support or education around the side effects to my nervous system of changing the subconscious programming, and how my emotions would be affected by that, and how my spiritual intelligence and my connection to something greater than myself would be affected by that. And it's one of those beautiful moments in my journey that was so painful at the time, but I'm very incredibly grateful for it, because I was able to alchemize that pain and confusion into a sense of clarity and power, which has been reflected many times in my own journey and has resulted in the creation of this program. So I really, really hope that it hasn't been as painful for you navigating your personal evolution and your spiritual expansion without the understanding of holistic intelligence. But if it has, this program is here to help you understand in a more zoomed out way that you are actually an ecosystem of all of these innate intelligences that are interacting at all times. But when we don't understand them, like I said, holistically, and we zoom out, it can be quite painful and confusing. And when we're in that state without that education, that's when we start beating ourselves up. So we're actually on this expansion journey, and sometimes it's not even up to us. Our soul has come here to expand and grow, and we get thrown into these situations that involve a lot of change or grieving or heartbreak and all of these gnarly situations, and we're doing it without a compass. So this program is your compass. It's here to help you come back to embracing your uniqueness, fostering a sense of self-trust and self-acceptance and self-compassion, because your journey has been perfect this entire time, but your attitude and your relationship towards your journey hasn't probably been the most positive or constructive, because you haven't had the education or understanding around it. So yeah, I just wanted to share very briefly my journey of understanding what holistic intelligence is, and in the next video I will lay that out for you. So yeah, I'll see you there.